Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM19 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. It's season 13, episode 5, and today we're back to domestic matters with a massive title decider. We're playing at home to last season's champions Benfica. They're down in 4th at the moment, but just 3 points separate us in the league. It looks like we're the two runaway favourites to win it this year, and hopefully a win today will put us in the ascendancy and leave us as the favourites going into the winter period. You can see we've got a little bit of a problem in terms of injuries. Vernier, our first choice left back, and Matteo, who was our right back until our late signing in August, both doubtful after long-term injuries. And then we've got 4 additional players out injured, which means we go into this game without being able to fill a bench. Matteo and Vernier will both be in the squad, but we know we can't even bring them on if we need to. So a really disappointing situation, despite talking about how much we'd strengthened in the last episode. If you have missed any of our journey with sporting yet, please do go back and check it out. We're obviously 4 episodes in. We've had a mix of different competitions, plenty of ups and downs in the transfer market as well, as our director of football, Hugo Viana, has certainly served us up some dramatic moments. But we're going to go and get into this game today. Following on from looking at our schedule, we've not had too many games off camera, and I think they've gone pretty much as you would have expected. After that Lyon defeat, we did get the crucial 2-0 win against Braga. We ended their unbeaten run in the league, and they have dropped 2 more points with another draw since, so it does leave us in quite a good position. A 2-0 win in that one, Ousmane Dembele with an early goal, and Rivera off the bench in stoppage time, ending a long, lengthy goal drought. Then away to lower league opposition in the Portuguese Cup 3rd round, we did win comfortably in the end. Ronald with an early goal, Rivera with a brace, and then Hugo Silva in the second half, all making it a comfortable win. You can tell none of those 3 are regular first teamers. Then away to Real Madrid, as expected we lost 3-0, so it is still going to be between us and Lyon to get second place, and that last match day in the Champions League could be crucial if we win away in Croatia. So we'll wait and see what happens with that, but we did lose comfortably in that one. Then at home to Rio Ave, we nicked a 1-0 win. Shea Ben Harush, the brilliant Israeli winger, the youngster nicking us the win in the end. Then a 3-1 win away in the League Cup. We rotated a little bit in this one too, but a comfortable victory. Gerardo got a goal, and Schürrle scored in the first half before an own goal. So a 3-1 win. We were already 3-0 up when the home side got their consolation, so the result never looked in doubt in that match. Then into November, we went to Boa Vista, a side I remember fondly growing up. Dembele again with an early goal. He seems to be turning up in these big games. Then Sousa with a penalty after an hour, before a consolation made things a little bit scary. It was a dramatic finish as Boa Vista had chances, but we dominated the game and deserved to win. Then at home to Real Madrid, we took a massive gamble. We rested almost our entire team. We only had about 18 players fit, so only 7 could be rotated, but the likes of Rodriguez at right back didn't play. Hugo Silva, the transfer listed right winger, he ended up playing at right back. He's got a tackling attribute with 4. He's completely ineffectual in the position, but in the end he did a pretty decent job, and we only lost it 1-0. A 4th minute goal costing us the game, but aside from that we put up a good fight. So we finished the month with 3 big games in 3 different competitions. Our home to Benfica is going to be a title decider, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today. We've got the 4th round away in the Portuguese Cup. That's against the decent side who have now been relegated to the 2nd league, and then finally against Rijeka in the Champions League. If I go and show you the group table at the moment, we have to win this game to stand a chance of getting through. If we win against Rijeka and Lyon lose to Real Madrid, it'll be winner takes all on the final match day. Hopefully we can get a good result against Lyon then. If that is the case, we will come back for that match. If not, we'll skip through to the end of the year. But if we go to the competition screen to see where we stand in the league, we're 2 points clear of Braga at the moment and 3 clear of Benfica. We have got a game in hand on those sides though, so a win today would really put us in control and give us the pole position in the title race. So let's go and have a look at our lineup for the match. As we've mentioned, it's a little bit threadbare. We've not got many options available, and I don't know what we're going to do if the first 11 doesn't work, as there's pretty much nothing to choose from on the bench. If we look at our 11, it's pretty solid. Fabrizio Bernardo's in goal, Rodriguez and Ruben at fullbacks with Paxao and Michel in the middle, the usual back four as the season's gone on, aside from Vernier when he's been fit. De Campo and Cunha in the middle, and in fact we're going to change that. Schürrle's been a superstar this year, so I'm going to take De Campo out for a match. He's already played 2 games this week, and he just needs a little bit of a rest. And then the same in attacking midfield. I've left Tomic in for some reason. We definitely want Bernardo Souza, so he's going to come into the number 10 role, with Dembele and Ben Harouche out wide. Gerardo's up front, the first choice striker. He's got 6 goals already this year. On the bench we have got a couple of game changers. Hugo Silva and Tomic in attacking positions. We've mentioned De Campo already. Hyosung's not quite match fit, but we haven't got any other options. And then Vernier and Matteo are injured, and we'll try and avoid using them at all costs. We've got the backup keeper who's unhappy he's not playing. You can't say we didn't predict that a few episodes ago. Why sign 2 keepers as key players? It doesn't make any sense, and it's definitely Viana's biggest mistake so far. Daniel Rodriguez, the right back, isn't fit either, but we've got to give him a game today, and hopefully as he's just recovered from injury, he'll get through the 90 minutes unscathed, or at least stay fit until Matteo's back to start. So let's go and get into the game and hope we can get a result against our title rivals. It's a 4-4-2 for Benfica, not a formation I think we've seen over here so far. Even when we played them in the Super Cup final, I'm pretty sure they played a different formation. Please do correct me if I'm wrong, as I did record that about a week ago, so I can't quite remember if it was the case, but I'm sure I would have remembered if they played a 4-4-2. We've got the 4-2-3-1 as normal, and we're going to tell the lads to go out and prove a point. We're building a brilliant relationship with Vitor Severino, and he seems to be getting it right most of the time. Still unbeaten domestically, and obviously yet to drop a point in the league. If it is going to change, it could be today, but Benfica come into this without a win as well. The last time out they played at home to Porto, who were obviously expected to be the other title rivals, but it's all gone wrong for them so far this season. They've lost many games, and in fact they're well in the bottom half. They've got 7 points off 7 matches, and I'm not quite sure why they've got so many in hand. Bernardo Souza shoots from a free kick, and is tipped over the bar by the Benfica keeper. That really is a puzzle. I'm going to have to go and find out after the match. Why have Porto only played 7 games? It's not like we've got to the Club World Cup Championships, and obviously the 2 French sides won the European competitions, so they shouldn't even be playing in that. Where on earth have all their games gone? Are they ground sharing with someone perhaps? We just don't know what's gone on there. But either way, they're not going to be up there this season, but they did manage to do us a favour and hold Benfica in the last game. Marzuki with a corner for Benfica on the left. Out to the back post, Ferro heads it down, but it's straight into the arms of Fabrizio. He holds it comfortably. What a weird time that was to come back. On the edge of the box, a shot rifled from Schürrle, tipped away, and now Dembele on the right, into Souza, his shot's blocked, and he's cannoned off a couple of defenders before being hacked away by Benfica. The away side really struggling with our chances. We've already had 8 to their 1, but we're yet to force a clear-cut chance, and we're still at 0-0 at the moment. It's Ben Harouche on the left-hand side though. He finds Gerardo, got 2 behind him, one of them's the fullback Ruben, charges into the box unopposed, but a pretty tame effort in the end, and Pedroso holds it down to his left. 20 minutes gone, we're still dominating the game. It's been a really good start so far. Promising signs against these two. Are we going to outperform them all year? They give the ball away halfway inside their own half, and Ben Harouche finds Schürrle. He finds Dembele on the right. Rodriguez inside to Cunha, and we've got 2 men over. Bernardo Souza finds Ben Harouche. His shot's blocked by a brilliant sliding challenge. Razimus who makes it in the end, and Ben Harouche will now have to settle for the corner, which we takes with an outswinging delivery. Andre Luiz heads it away, and Dembele gets to the rebound first. A free kick given right on the edge of the box. 1 more yard and it would have been a penalty. Bernardo Souza doesn't care though. He curls it into the top corner, and it might as well have been a penalty that. What a fantastic strike by Souza. He has been an absolute superstar this year. We talked about Gerardo being the difference. Souza, the number 10, scored double the amount of goals. He's been an absolute dream to work with. A club legend, and I can see why they love him, and with a quarter of the game gone, he's given us the lead. 10 minutes to the break, we've had a quiet few moments, but now Ruben's got a long throw on the left. Into Ben Harouche, who heads it away as far as Cunha. I say heads it away, he was trying to attack, but he just nodded it down for his teammate. It's Cunha again out wide to Ruben. Are we finally going to deliver? It beats 2 men and it falls for Souza, but a good block by the Benfica defence again. They really are holding on for dear life at the moment, as Ben Harouche nicks possession again. We're dominating the game, we're first to everything, and they just can't cope with the pressing at the moment. Look at that one again, headed away to the edge of the the box. Sousa gets there first with a shot. It's blocked, but Dembele gets there first, and he forces a brilliant save from the keeper. Pedroso we've come up against a few times in this save, and he's always been a worthy adversary in goal. He's a brilliant goalkeeper, and he's done a good job again, and I can see why he's a little bit anxious, as the defence in front of him isn't filling in with much confidence. We've just about reached half-time now, and the only surprise so far is that we only lead 1-0 at the break. We'll tell the lads how brilliant they were. Victor Severino wants us to tell them to prove a point, and we're going to tell them not to get complacent. In fact, a couple of the lads are a bit stressed by that, but hopefully they'll respond in the second half. Rodriguez gets it at right back from the kickoff, and he finds Dembele on the right. It's been a breathless game, so much attacking from us, but this highlight ends very quickly, and unfortunately it remains 1-0. And we're back as Benfica have a rare chance. Marzuki with a free kick 30 yards out. A brilliant effort, but just over the bar. The keeper never looked very worried. 5 minutes gone in the second half, and it remains 1-0 to the home side. As Benharush puts in a corner, it's a terrible delivery. Pedroso's unopposed, and I'm not quite sure where all the attackers were, but as it happens, he clears it long downfield, straight back to Ruben, who regains possession. He finds Paixão and now Sousa. Into Cunha in central midfield, and Benharush goes inside again. Sousa's got time to spread it out wide. He finds Dembele on the right, good deliveries headed away, and Cunha gets it into Sousa again. We are absolutely dominating this match. 60% possession, 3 times the shots, as Pedroso does another good bit of goalkeeping, tips it away, and he does again. Schürrle can't quite get to the rebound. Dembele with a shot which is blocked. It's all action in the Benfica area. They just can't get out at the moment. Ruben delivers again, he's headed away again, but only as far as Schürrle, and 25 yards out he gives away possession to finally give Benfica a bit of respite. We're absolutely wiping the floor with them though. It's been an excellent performance, one of the best of this season so far. It's Ferro at centre half for Benfica though. We're back with highlights almost immediately. The away side trying to finally build an attack, but look how well we're pressing them at the moment. Schürrle forces it wide to Edu Vieira, who's charging at the defence now. Cunha gets in there first, but he doesn't clear it properly. Andre Luiz gets it wide to Neskens. He finds Mina the right back, overlapping inside to Luis Henrique, and now Neskens again beats a man. Into Marzuki, and Benfica have nicked one, unmarked in the box out of absolutely nowhere, and that's the problem if you don't kill off a game. At 1-0 they were always going to have a chance, and they've managed to nick a goal on the break now, and at the hour mark it's all square. We're back again as the ball's coming through to Edu Vieira, delivers into the box, and it's going to be a penalty. It's saying it's hit the hand and it's gone to VAR, and a penalty's been given. After dominating a match for an hour, we've thrown it away in the space of 2 minutes. Fabrizio needed to be a hero, and he just can't do it on this occasion. We're going to tell the boys to show some passion, but how has it all gone wrong in 5 minutes? We'll make a couple of substitutions in a moment, but I'm a little bit shell-shocked by what's just happened. 20 minutes to go, and as it stands, Benfica are going top at the moment. Yes, we've still got a game in hand, but that doesn't really soften the blow too much. We're going to bring on Hugo Silva for Benharush, who's looking apprehensive out there. We need players with a positive mindset. Attitude is half the battle out here. Gerardo's not having a good game, but we haven't got a sub-striker on the bench. Schürrle's not been good either. De Campo can come on for him. We haven't really got any other options in the squad, so we're just going to leave it with those 2 subs, and we'll get back into the game and hope for something special. I don't know how we're losing after this performance. Can anyone tell me what's going on? We've been FM'd after we've done it to a few other sides in this career. We've done it with Torquay plenty of too, so I guess we can't complain too much. Sousa gets it wide though to Dembele. He beats one and finds Gerardo in the box, brings it down. It's a brilliant save from Pedroso. Reflexes are instant to his right hand side. How he managed to palm it away from danger too, that is world class goalkeeping. The corner's headed away again. It's been really poor, the delivery from set pieces today, and with 15 to go, Benfica lead 2-1, despite being absolutely outplayed in this match. We're going to go very attacking for the last 5, and hopefully we'll get just one more chance. We're back on the right hand side as Ruben's counter-attacking. I presume it was a set piece just beforehand. He's been challenged as he held on to it too long though. We had 2 in the box but didn't use them. It's back to Pedroso the keeper, and he hacks the ball away. Marzuki nicks it off the centre half Michel, and now Benfica can nick a third on the break. Neskens into the box, he tries to deliver, and he's done well there to win a corner. Really sensible, experienced play. Benfica being professional to see out the match. This is perhaps why they were champions last year, just more efficient than us. us. We've been really exciting and played brilliant football, but we've not been clinical in front of goal, and the away side have known exactly how to manage the game, taking advantage of a penalty and then just sitting behind the ball. 30 seconds plus stoppage time to go, and I think it is going to be a home defeat for us. 3 minutes of stoppage time added on, and it's a long throw in by Ruben. Pedroso comes and claims it again. He has surely been man of the match today. Sousa's had a fantastic game too, but he's not on the winning side. It's Neskens on the right hand side for Benfica. We seem to have been worse since going more attacking, thrown lots of bodies forward, and they've not really supported the defence, and Benfica have known exactly how to deal with it. I guess they're used to seeing it late on when they're winning 1 or 2-0, but as Neskens gives away possession there with a wild shot over the bar, perhaps we're going to get one more chance in the last 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's Paxao out to Ruben, the left back. He gets it inside to Sousa. Can he create just one more moment of magic as he gets it wide to Hugo Silva on the right? The transfer listed, but he could have been a hero there. A brilliant save from Pedroso again. Tips it behind for a corner to his left. Nesken wins the header from the corner. Paxao's challenged by Marzuki. The centre forward has scored 2 goals to win the game, and then he's made an inch perfect sliding challenge in his own box. Absolutely sensational all around, and that's the individual quality we perhaps don't possess. Gerardo's been a real disappointment this season. He was epic for us at Napoli, but this season he's not really got to his best. Maybe he's just a bit complacent. It's Sousa on the left. It's our final chance into Dembele, but he's offside, and that will be it with 20 seconds to go. I'm sure Benfica will see out the time here. No rush from Pedroso, but he wasn't time wasting, to be fair. Paxao heads the ball away, but the final whistle goes and we lose 2-1, and I cannot work out how we've lost that match. 60% possession, 3 times the amount of shots, 5 times the amount on target, but Benfica scored from 2 of their 3 shots on goal, Marzuki getting a penalty and another good finish. Pretty poor defending, but we have to accept it. Benfica go top of the league for the moment. We've still got a game in hand, so it's not a disaster, but we're going to have to be ultra consistent against the rest. We told the lads they weren't good enough, and most of them are motivated, so let's go and see what the media said about the game. Surely they're going to say it was a bit of a smash and grab, as Braga and Madeira remain 2 points behind us, but we're obviously falling behind Benfica now. They remain the only unbeaten side in the league, as we've obviously just lost to them. A draw would have been a decent result, but in the end the media just reflect on us losing top spot, with Hassan Mazuki getting a brace. A brilliant finish. He's a wonder kid at 20, on loan from PSG, just like Gerardo is for us, and it looks like we might have got the wrong striker. Marzuki's a better player than Gerardo. Why did our director of football not find him? We've got a concern about fitness which we have to bear in mind, and we do need to remember today we were playing our biggest title rivals with 6 players out injured, many of them who would have been in the first 11. So we do have to have a little bit of perspective, but unfortunately that's not going to soften the blow, as we've now got a big rebuilding job to do. Simeone, the Valencia boss, was spotted at the ground. He's looking at Diogo Paxao, so that could be another one that Hugo Viana sells. He's worth £23 million with a massive contract, and if they get big money, are they going to turn it down? I highly doubt it based on what we've seen so far, so it could be a difficult winter window. We'll deal with the press conference off camera, but we've really got to think about when we're next coming back. As I mentioned, it could well be the Lyon game in the Champions League. I know this will be a bit of an extended season, but it may well be the last in the series. If we can't get a big move to Germany, Spain or France, then we are going to end the series after this season. The only other thing I may consider is a really massive international job, but it isn't a World Cup or Euros year, so I don't know if that will be the case. But we'll go and play the next few games off camera for sure, and then we will come back for the Lyon match if it's a decider. If not, we'll come back a little bit later on to show you a league match around the Christmas period. Obviously there's a 2-week winter break in this league, but we don't want to leave it too long before the next one. Maybe if we go to the 12th of January, we will then have some transfer news too, but I'd really like the Champions League game to be crucial, as sneaking through to the knockout stages would really help our reputation for incoming players. But if you did enjoy that episode and our first domestic defeat of the season, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. In my opinion, it was one of our best performances of the season, but we just have 5 really sloppy minutes at the back, and it seems to have cost us the game there. Will it cost us the title? That's the big question. We're going to have to be ultra consistent from here. Let me know looking at the squad where you think our director of football needs to improve in January. As we mentioned, he's probably got enough for one good player, but if he sells the likes of Pacquiao, then he'll have money for 2 or 3. We have got to be careful, we don't want to lose this squad, but it is inevitable in this league. It seems like the players are moving on to Spain or England. So an important window to come. Hopefully we'll have some players back from injury for the next episode, no matter when it is, and then in January we'll be able to bolster the squad a bit, even if Hugo just brings in 1 or 2 squad players. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM19 content from my 2 long-term stories, this one the head coach, and then our 1 club series with Torquay United. There's also 3 episodes a week from my Cricket 19 career, that's every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at midday, and a massive thank you to all of you that have followed that one, as well as our Ashes playthrough just before that. Our weekly Snooker 19 career also continues every Friday at 4:30, but a massive thanks for watching this one and your continued support with the series. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time for another big episode, as hopefully we'll be back for a Champions League decider.